Hello guys, welcome back. This is class number 4 and today we're going to work mainly on strength and endurance. It's going to be a little bit more challenging. You may find the heat starts coming up, but still going to be fun. So we're going to start directly in our tabletop position and we'll do some cat and cows to awaken the spine, but focus this time on doing it with a little bit more freedom. So we may start in our regular way, opening through the chest, shoulders back, and then when we exhale, we push and round. But feel free to move gently from one side to the other as you inhale. And as you exhale, start exploring a little bit more. Feel free to switch directions, focusing on the movement and on understanding what is happening in the body as we switch directions, as we move, enter into the form from different angles. 3 more breaths. Two. Good. And 1. Perfect. When you're ready, come back into all fours, flex the feet, lift the hips up, back, and then try to allow the heels to drop. At first, you may have the heels lifted. You may feel very uncomfortable on the hamstrings. If that's the case, bend the knees a little bit more and try to focus mainly on the hips coming high. Imagine one line between the fingers and the sacrum. And then when the hamstring starts feeling more comfortable, then slowly allow the heels to drop onto the mat. Into your downward facing dog, pushing the floor away. Elevate through the shoulders, relax through the neck, look to toes or to belly, and breathe. Try to become longer on the inhales by pushing through the arms, hips come high. On the exhales, try to ground through the feet. 2 more breaths here. And 1, beautiful. With your left hand, see if you can grab your right leg or maybe the right heel. Push through the right arm, try to twist, look to the right. Holding here for 3. On each inhale, become longer. Push stronger through the right arm. On the exhale, try to emphasize the twist. 2 more breaths. And 1. Slowly bring the left hand to the floor. Right hand now grabs the left leg or the heel. Push through the left arm, inhale. On the exhale, twist deeper. Nice for 3. 2. And 1. Perfect. Bring both your hands onto the mat. Take a deep inhale, roll the spine, come all the way forward into a plank position. Core, glutes engaged. Press the heels back as the upper body goes forward. Protract the shoulders, that means we lift through the upper back. And we breathe. Slow and long breath here. For 3. 2. 1. Place the knees on the mat. Start bending the elbows very, very slowly on the count of 3. 2. 1. Chest on the floor. Point the feet. Inhale, cobra, shoulders back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Holding here. Pushing the floor away, creating space in the shoulders for 3. 2. Good. And one again, roll the spine, come into your plank pose. Core glutes engaged. And breathe. For 3. 2, activating the arms, activating the back. Last deep inhale here. Good. And 1, bring the knees to the mat and slowly start bending the elbows. Count of 3, 2, 1. Chest on the floor, point the feet, inhale to your cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pushing the floor away again, elevating through the shoulders. Make sure your breath is deep and slow. For 3, 2, nice, and 1. Last round here, push the floor with the feet round the spine, come into your plank. Hold it for 3, make sure your fingertips are grounded, your knuckles are pressing down too. Nice. 1, bring the knees to the mat and slowly start bending the elbows. For 3, good. 2, and 1. Slowly chest to the mat. Point the feet, inhale, open the chest. Exhale back to your downward facing dog. Breathing deeply and slowly here for 3, 2, very good. And 1. Slowly bend the knees, look forward, and start walking until you reach the top of the mat or just behind your wrists. Lengthen through the spine, inhale, look forward, open up through the chest. Exhale, fold. Again, inhale, look forward, open the chest. Exhale, fold. Last one, inhale, look forward, open the chest. Exhale, fold, interlock the fingers behind you. Extend the arms and then try to bring the hands down. Maybe work on rotating your hips so the sitting bones try to look up to the ceiling. If you feel you're very, very high here, feel free to bend the knees so the chest and the knees connect slightly. This would be much better than with the legs straight and the spine super rounded. 2 more breaths here. Good, and 1. Slowly release the arms, bend the knees, and slowly try to drop the hips down towards a squat. If you find difficulty in a squat, feel free to place some books, some blocks, or some elevation on your heels. That will create more comfortable sensation in your squat and you'll be able to hold it for a little longer. Otherwise, feel free to place the hands in front of you to help you balance, or if you can allow the heels to drop, then that's a good option as well. Okay, from here we'll come into our Malasana to start helping us open the hips, and also this pose is very good to help us in our digestive process. Bring the hands together in front of the chest, spine long, chest open, and with the elbows we press onto the inner knees. Feel free to close your eyes, feel free to move gently side to side if you want to help you increase the mobility on the area. For 3 more breaths. Good. 2. Very nice. And 1. When you're ready, extend the arms forward. We're going to try to do a little flow from here. First, we come back into the floor to seated. If you feel this flow, it's very difficult because maybe your hips are not so open or your ankles are not so open. You can place some elevation for you to sit and come back up, as we're going to be moving from seated to squat a few times, okay? So slowly allow the sitting bones to drop, coming into a low Navasana, a low boat. Extend the arms forward, look to the toes. You can have one foot on the floor if you feel it's more comfortable for you. And we breathe. For 10, engage the core, spine long, shoulders back. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly bring the feet back to the mat. Hands can go behind you to help you lift. Otherwise, lean forward, come back into a squat. Bring the knees forward and down onto the mat. Push the hips forward, hands on the hips, open the chest, glutes engaged. Shoulders back, elbows in. For 10. 9, whenever inhale, open more the chest. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back to sit on the heels, transferring into a squat. You can help yourself with the hands. Sit down, lift the feet off the mat. For 10, good. Point the feet. 9, shoulders back. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, feet on the mat. Transfer into your squat. Bring the knees forward, onto the floor, hips push forward, hands on the hips, open the chest, and breathe for 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back to sit on the heels. Transfer onto your squat. Sit down. Lift the feet off the mat. Last round in our Navasana. For 10. Good. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Feet on the mat. We transfer into our squat. Knees go on to the floor. We push the hips forward into our back bend. For 10. Good. 9, 8, 7. Make sure you're not pressing the spine, but you're actually pressing onto the hips. 6, 5, 4. Chest open, lifted higher. 3, 2, and 1. Slowly come back down onto your squat. Sit down. Extend the legs, and vertebra by vertebra, come back down onto the mat. We're going to try to work on some core strengthening exercises, some leg strengthening exercises. So slowly bring your hands below your glutes, palms facing down. Elbows well grounded onto the mat. Lift the head of the mat. You can help yourself by pressing with the elbows. We're going to start now lifting the feet off the mat, okay? We're going to start coming just a few inches off the mat. Point the feet, look to the toes, and breathe for 10. 9, 8. If you bend the knees, it's always going to be more comfortable. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come 15 degrees higher for 10. 9. Legs fully engaged. Core engaged. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 15 degrees higher. 10, 9, 8, 7. Strong. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come 90 degree. Relax the head and breathe for 10. This is our resting pose. 9, 8, 7, 6. Feel free to bend the knees if you need to. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly lift the head off the mat. Legs about 45 degrees for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 30 degrees for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. About 15 degrees for the last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. Take the hands out. Shake the legs a little bit if you need to, up and down, side to side, to release some of the tension. And now from here, from the mat, we're going to start very simply lifting ourselves up and coming down. Lifting ourselves up and coming down. If you need to come up, you can always help yourself with your elbows or with your hands. But then to come down, we're going to try to do it so slow that will not require our arms ideally. Okay? So we start by looking to the toes, lifting the head, extend the arms forward. Start rolling the spine from the cervical all the way down towards the lower back. So we start going forward towards our toes for 10, 9, 8, core engaged, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Don't worry if you don't reach the toes, just go as forward as you can. Coming back for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, go forward for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last one. Look to the toes for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back for 10. Last one. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly release. Relax if there's any tension. When you're ready, bend your knees. Place the feet about hips distance apart. See if you can touch with your fingertips the heels. That's a good distance. If you can't, just bring the feet as close as you feel comfortable today. We're going to come into our back bend, and we're going to try to hold it for about 10 breaths. Okay, we're going to do it twice, and we're going to try to really emphasize in opening up through the chest. Okay, so if you have, for instance, some elevation like a block to place below, you can do that for when you need to relax, and then we try to lift higher than that elevation. If you don't have anything, then you just try to lift as high as you can and opening the chest as much as possible. So we start, press with the feet, lift the hips off the mat, interlock the fingers, try to bring the shoulder blades closer together, lift high, open the chest for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, inner thighs engaged, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly come back down. Breathe in and out. Good. Notice any sensation that may arise. Beautiful. And when you're ready, we'll repeat. So slowly press with the feet. Lift the hips high. Try to open up the chest as much as possible. Place in any variation of the pose that feels best. Maybe interlocking the fingers, maybe hands on the floor. And we breathe here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly come back down. Allow the hips to drop. Allow the spine to flatten. Bend the right knee. Hug the right knee. Extend the left leg. With your left hand, grab the knee and twist gently. Extend the right arm to the right. Look to the right fingers, or if you prefer, bend the right elbow. Slow and long breaths for 3. Relax the core and the back muscles to help you twist deeper. 2. Nice. And 1. Slowly come back to center. Switch legs. Pull the left knee towards you. And when you're ready, right hand grabs the left knee. We twist. We extend the left arm to the left. Or we may bend the elbow. That make sure both your shoulders are grounded. Left knee presses down towards the floor for 3. Good. 2. And 1. Super. Slowly come back to the center. Bend the knees, hug the knees. Make sure your spine is fully grounded, and when you're ready, allow the legs to drop. Separate the feet about the width of the mat. Separate the arms from the upper body, palms facing upward. Getting into our Savasana. Notice any sensations that may arise. If there's any area of tension, just try to let it go on your exhales. Coming back into your breath, coming back into this moment. Notice what is happening within, what is happening outside, without judging anything, just observing what is happening. Just observing the panorama. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Do it again, inhale deep through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Release all tension. Last one, inhale deep through the nose. And exhale fully. Feel your body and your mind completely relaxed. When you're ready, start moving the toes, the fingers, the hands, feet, neck. Just as when you wake up from bed, stretch yourself completely, maintaining your eyes closed. Slowly bend your knees. And just as when you sleep on one side, lay down onto one side. With the help of the hands, slowly come back into your seated position, making sure your sitting bones are well grounded, spine is long, shoulders are gently back, hands anywhere that feels comfortable. Take a moment to observe your body, to observe your mind and breath, and ask internally, how are you feeling right now? And if you have any pleasant sensation coming in, try to consciously maintain that feeling for the rest of the day, hopefully for the rest of the week. Last one here, inhale deep through the nose. Exhale fully through the mouth. Relax the neck, chin to chest, and very slowly and gently we will open our eyes. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me. See you on the next class. Namaste.